Hi guys, welcome to the second part where we will be just continuing our asymptotic analysis video where we discussed why its importance and why is it used. Now we will be just taking a look upon the three cases of analyzing any algorithm, that is worst, average and best case, and we will be just understanding what these are. So let's begin. So let's say, just a second. Okay, yeah. So I have opened it here. So there are basically three cases that can occur that can happen to any algorithm, and those cases are actually used to determine the time complexity and the performance of any algorithm. And for your information, just like this, I want to say that the worst case is always used, and average case is sometimes used, but the best case is never used to determine how good an algorithm is. So just let's take an example of a linear search where we have to iterate over all the elements in the array and just check which array element is equal to our desired number which we have to search in the array. So if we will be getting the element in the array equal to the required element which we have to search, then we will return the index of the, like, index, that means the position of that element in the array. Otherwise we will return -1. So here, as we know that we have four elements in the array, so I'll just tell you what is the best case, average case, and the worst case in this part. So the best case will occur when we want to search an element that will be present at the first comparison only. Let's say here we have to find 1 in the array, and as we can see that on first comparison we will be getting 1 as the desired element, so we will be returning 0 as the index. As you can see in the above algorithm, we will be returning 0. Now let's say so this will be actually the best case, and let's say in the worst case, let's say we want to find 15, and as we can see that 15 is the last element of the array, so we have to compare all the elements present in the array before reaching our main target. Hence, if we have n number of array elements in the array, then we have to compare n times. So this can be said in a time complexity manner, which where we can say that the order of time complexity for the best case for linear search is order of 1, because we have to do only one comparison here, and the iteration, this for loop will run for only one time. And if we want to say about the worst case, then we have to do n number of comparisons, because the first will be done here, second will be done here, third here, then fourth here. Hence we can say that the order of time complexity for the worst case in linear search is order of n. Okay, and if we take all type of input and we just divide it by the total number of inputs, that is the size of the array, then we will be getting the average case. And here the average case will be just order of n, because You can just see in the below equation. So here it is. So it's like we will be just taking all the inputs and dividing it by n plus 1, because I is starting, actually in the algorithm I is starting from 0. So we can see that order of like theta n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 2 will be the number of inputs, like summing them up will be actually like the sum of n natural numbers, where we know that its formula is n into n plus 1 by 2, and as n is replaced by n plus 1, so the formula will be n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 2, and dividing by all the number of inputs, that is n plus 1 here. So we can see, as we are considering the asymptotic analysis, so the time complexity in asymptotic analysis doesn't consider the constants, as we said in the last video as well. So divide by 2 will not be considered here, and plus 1 plus 2 and plus 1 here can be ignored as of now, because it's the average case. And if we will be just multiplying n by n and dividing by n, then we will be left with n. Hence order of n is the average time complexity. So so basically we most of the time use this worst case analysis, which will actually give us the real performance of our algorithm. And sometimes we will be using average case, but we will not be or never be using this best case analysis, because most of the time all the algorithms have best cases order of 1. Hence this was it for today, and today or for this video you can say. And yeah, so you can also read this article, and this was the main crux of the article. And yeah, we will meet in the next video. So thank you guys.